We have some major breaking news. Let's put up the first slide. And there you have it. If you were following the elections last night, we had some interesting results. So as you know, Mike Lindell is the owner of MyPillow. He's the MyPillow guy. He has been involved with election integrity. President Trump has endorsed him multiple times during this gubernatorial race, but he fell short last night to a woman named Lisa DeMuth. Now, I'm not familiar with her, but I know she had a lot of money and she got people together. I know that Mike Lindell screwed his campaign 3 weeks before by saying he believes in amnesty for illegals. He tried to backpedal on that, but he screwed up. He said, I believe in these, illegals that have been here for 25 years. They don't have criminal records. We should give them citizenship. They should be able to vote in our elections, but we also need to find a way to weed out the illegals from the non-illegals. I mean, he totally screwed up his messaging completely. And anytime a Republican hears a candidate say amnesty for illegals, no, that screwed him. And I mean, he got bombed. I mean, he won by 32.5% over 43.4%. And this woman is going on to the Minnesota primary. She will be running against the Democrat. Let's put up the next slide. Yep, Amy Klobuchar. So Amy Klobuchar is currently the senator of Minnesota. Now she is running for the gubernatorial race. You see a lot of senators, a lot of congressmen, they eventually run for governor. It's term limited, number one, but number two, they feel they have more power, more weight. They can get more things done. They can have their name on bills. They pass their bills. And that's why you see that a lot. And they also get double pension. So they get a federal pension and they also get a state pension for life. So you see this a lot. My governor, Ron DeSantis, is one of those people. He was a congressman that became the governor. Rick Scott was a governor, became a senator, and so forth. So it goes back and forth. Marsha Blackburn, the senator of Tennessee, she's running to be the next governor of Tennessee. So you see that a lot. You see senators, congressmen go to governors and back and forth. But I'll be honest with you, Minnesota is going to be tough. Minnesota has a lot of illegals, a lot of Somalis. It's a very Democrat state. It's become more Democrat in the last several years. You have Keith Ellison, who's part of the Nation of Islam. You have a lot of Hamas, Islamic Jihad, terrorist, jihadist money in the state of Minnesota. A lot of cheating that goes on in Minnesota. I mean, I don't want to be negative, but I would not be surprised if Ms. Klobuchar won. And Ms. Klobuchar is not as far left as some of the people in Minnesota, such as Ilhan Omar and so forth. She's actually considered more moderate. But we'll see what happens. But like I said, the Somalis, the Democrats are going to come hard. They're going to put a lot of money into her. And actually, the Somalis will try to do everything to hurt her if she doesn't panhandle to them, if she doesn't, cater to their needs and to their wants. And it's kind of disgusting that the Somalis have such power in that state. And then, of course, we have the second race in Minnesota, the Senate race. Michelle Tafoya, if that name sounds familiar to you, she was a former sports announcer on Fox News and so forth. And she got into politics because she said something, I guess, that was very patriotic, and ESPN got rid of her ass. So she turned that, negativity into a positivity, and she did it very well in her primary race, but she has a lot of catching up to do, so to speak. The person who won on the Democrat side is the former lieutenant governor of Minnesota. She's involved with the Somalis. She just did a video where she's wearing a hijab, and she's never worn a hijab in the entire reign of her being lieutenant governor. Never wore it, but wore it this time to try to win, to try to get the Somali support. It's disgusting. I really hope that Michelle takes this. But again, you have a lot of fraud in the state of Minnesota. And also, other breaking news, Todd Blanchett has been sworn in as our new U.S. Attorney General. He's getting in there and weeding out the fraudsters, the people that are committing Medicare fraud and Medicaid fraud and so forth with Dr. Oz and HHS. But I mean, you got to start arresting them now. I mean, there are cases that have been case closed and they need to be reopened because a lot of these fraudsters have gotten away with a lot of the fraud that they've committed, especially in the state of Minnesota. The state of Minnesota is notorious for this fraud.